Hi, I'm Dave Warzel, and you're watching Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the food pantry at the Palos United Methodist Church on Harlem Avenue in Palos Heights here. And with me is the director of the pantry, Susan Greer. And, we're going to talk about the food pantry, the services you provide, and who you help out. It's quite an operation here. I walked through the room, the number of people you have helping, and all the different items you have. I know you have a shipment coming in soon. So.
Yes, we do.
So thank you for taking time, and let's talk a little bit about who does the food pantry serve first, and then how often. I mean, if you have a truck coming in today, but how about first, who does the pantry serve?
Okay, since the pandemic, we serve anyone who comes to us. We have ignored our boundaries that we've had, and so anyone who comes can get food from us every Tuesday between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. We just changed our hours. We have people who do come from Chicago maybe once a month, but if you need us, you can come to us every Tuesday if you need us.
Okay. And let me ask first, and I remember you telling me before, there is a boundary. I want to say it extends as far east as like Cicero Avenue. Is that right? Can you guess what was the original boundary area?
The original boundary was from 79th Street south to 135th, LaGrange Road, east to Cicero.
Okay, that's a huge area.
It is.
And,
It is.
And now you've expanded it even beyond. And I'm assuming that is that because the need is so great right now?
Correct. And we're not seeing 100 families every Tuesday. So that's another reason that we do not want to turn anyone away from any area. And if we got too many families coming, then yes, we may incorporate our boundaries again.
It's great that you're able to reach outside the boundary because that number you just threw out, 100 families, is that about an average week to week?
Okay, we don't see 100 families anymore, but we're seeing between 50 and 60 families every Tuesday. And a new perspective we have is we are starting to see more Palos Heights residents coming to us.
Okay. So there's I guess there's good news in that the number of families that need help is less.
Right.
But obviously the downside is if there are more, especially in our area, who need help. I mean, that shows that people are dealing with some hardship or struggle.
Yes.
How about, then let's talk about specifically what types of, it's a food pantry, what types of either food items, I know you go beyond that, but what types of items are you helping people out with?
Okay, we get our main food from the food depository in Chicago. So that includes frozen meat, frozen eggs, orange juice, canned goods, not a wide variety of canned goods though, peaches, applesauce, mixed fruit, lots of dried beans and canned beans. For instance, pinto beans, black-eyed peas, those types of beans. Cereal, off-brand, but still cereal, and it does taste good. Mm-hmm. We get chicken and beef in cans. We also get tuna fish, salmon, those types of foods. It's interesting because when I walked through, I saw some of those items, not some of the frozen product you're talking about, but some of the canned goods and dried goods that you mentioned, coming from the food depository of Chicago. But I know you also have an area out back where people can drop off donations. I think at Pass Health Food Store down the road on Route 83 in Palos Heights, they take donations. So if somebody wanted to donate, how do they get that item to you, or where can they take it? Okay, well, they could take it to Pass Health Food Store. They've been wonderful for a whole year or more in bringing us donations at least every week, if not twice a month. But we do have a cabinet outside of one of the doors here on the east side of church that things can be left in there if we're not here. Or Mondays and Tuesdays,
there is always somebody here. And so if they wanted to see a live person, they could come on those days.
Okay, good. So there are multiple options. They could go to Pass Health Food Stores, and I know they have regular hours. I'm not sure what they are exactly, but like 9:30 to 5 or 5:30, something like that. So Pass Health Foods and Palos Heights. I know you have a cabinet out back on the east side of the building, and there's a sign there that labels that door. Monday and Tuesday, generally, morning to early afternoon here.
Correct. Monday and Tuesday, maybe between 9 a.m. till 1 would be the best times if they want to literally see a human being.
Okay, and then, so we talked about food items, but I know you also distribute other items as well, I believe. What types of other items are non-food product?
We're happy that we've been able to get shampoo, dish detergent, sanitizer, I already said shampoo.
It sounds like toiletry type item.
Toiletry items, yes. We've been able to get that from the depository. Sometimes I'll buy it in bulk from the dollar store for those items.
Okay, and I'm going to guess, we didn't say it, but I'm assuming like the food product and those items, these need to be like sealed within an expiration date, that kind of thing.
Correct. Now, canned goods, they typically have the expiration stamped on them. And canned goods are usually good for 2 years after that expiration date, as long as the can is not swollen or damaged in such a way for the bacteria to get in.
Okay, good. So we're very thankful that you're doing this, and we definitely want to encourage people to bring donations in, but at the same time, they should be careful about expiration date on it, and is it sealed, a clean package kind of thing. How about, so you mentioned that the number of families, and I think when I talked with you a year ago, the number of families you were servicing or helping out then was greater than it is right now. So that's good news. So it sounds like your supply is keeping up with the demand. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. In fact, we sometimes have so much meat that the people will walk out of here with chicken, pork roasts, fish, homemade goods. Jewel has been very supportive to the pantry this year. We were their pantry for their Thanksgiving and their Christmas donations. So our clients got turkey for Christmas with side dishes. We also got hams with side dishes. So that was a big, very nice donation from Jewel.
It's nice to hear that, especially Jewel in our community, or like Pass Health Food, that people can make donations and they can come from a variety of places. People can help out in a variety, and I know we walked through it. It looked like there had to be close to 15 volunteers helping out. It's wonderful to see everybody come together in such a really good and important way to help people. How about and you started to talk about it, so the clients that need to come in for some type of product or help with their food, how do they do that? Like if I'm that person out there and for whatever reason I need help now, how do I get that started, or how do I initiate that?
Okay, if you call the church, I always get the message from the secretary. On our website from the church, they also have information on the pantry with our hours. If they go into the website of the Chicago Food Depository, and then search for pantries, our pantry name, phone number and address and day of service is also in there.
Okay, and we'll include that in this interview too then. So could a person just show up on a Tuesday? You know what I mean? Like, I guess, how do you make sure that you have whatever people need? You know what I mean?
Okay, there's no appointment. You just come between our service hours. Make sure that you have an ID. Okay. We also will accept a passport or a piece of mail with your name and address on it.
Okay.
Because we do have a computer system that we put all this information in, because the depository wants us to keep track of how many people are coming for service.
Okay. What about, and we talked about donations. I want to come back to it for just a second. Somebody can bring in items here or pass health foods or the cabinet and back or during your hours. Any other items they can bring in? Like, can they bring in gift cards? What if they want to go that route instead of, a food item or, toiletry items?
We will accept anything. I prefer not gift cards because, especially in this day and age, a gift card does not purchase that many items
Right.
anymore.
Right. You have access to whether bulk quantity or another source where you can get more
Correct.
bang for the buck in effect. Okay, I got you. How about any other advice? First, how about for people who want to donate? Any other recommendations like what to bring or not bring for people donating?
Okay, right now we really are short on canned vegetables and canned fruit. Other than that, we're getting our cereal from the depository, definitely all the dried beans that we need. Yes, I think the canned vegetables would be the most important.
Okay, so canned fruit, canned vegetables, number one, if you're willing or able to make a donation right now. And then how about people coming in? Any advice for, people who need help, how they should start out?
Just come. We're happy to have you. Make sure you have an ID. Even if you don't have your ID, we certainly will give you food. You will not walk away without anything.
Good. Okay, that's good. Everybody's welcome, and they're going to get help.
Correct.
Right? Okay, good. All right, Susan, thank you very much.
you.
This is a great service that you and your other volunteers are doing here, and very much appreciated by a lot of people.
Thank you so much.
I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the food pantry at the Palos United Methodist Church on Harlem Avenue. Thank you for watching.